the iPad opened up his man friend group chat. Okay, a little suspicious here. I don't know if this is real. Somebody email us and say if this is a real thing. Water drops, it opens up your man's friend's group chat. Not snooping, was the water. Okay. Sure. All right, girl. Okay.
Seems a little slippery.
This is a new one.
Seems
This is a new one.
fishy. It's like I stumbled and the phone just opened up right to like the men's group chat. How did that even happen?
Yeah, this is a new one, but you know what? We are on your side.
We got you, girl. We got to stick together. We got to stick it together. You emailed. This is a great question. Whatever it is.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Two Stand-Up Gals. I am your co-host, Erica Spira.
And I'm Teresa DeGatano. Hello, everybody. Erica has her old school Gatorade water bottle.
Shut up. I moved it out of frame. Hey, all the athletes know this is the best water bottle ever. And anyone who comes across it, though, in my presence does shit on me for it. But it's the best.
I love it. Are you rocking some Umbros as well? I love
What's
it.
that?
Umbros?
What's Umbros?
Oh my gosh, those are the silky soccer shorts. They stick to my thighs though. If you got some chub rub, there you got to wear the biker shorts underneath the Umbros. Like,
I never owned a pair, but I know exactly what you're talking about because it was a soccer thing. I never was a soccer player, as we know. As we know, I'm a pickleball gal now. Though I gotta get what's a pickleball uniform. I gotta get the gear.
I modeled pickleball uniform for Amazon like 2
You did?
summers ago. Yeah, in one of my, because I also do fit modeling, people. This is also what I do. I got to go see on Tuesday, actually, and I've got my big work dinner. Well, this is going to air Tuesday, but so I can't overdo it at the work dinner because I got to try on clothes the next morning. And so basically when you're a fit model, and I've done some of these for swimwear, and so just I haven't done a lot of these. I want to do more of these, but they pay you and you're like a human mannequin. So they put the clothes on you and you're the right size for the clothes. Like I'll be like whatever my measurements are. Like I did 2 weeks ago, I did, what's it called? What the stuff that you wear under, thermals. I did thermals. I tried on thermals for this company but I was like kind of running a little late. So I was already sweaty when I put on the thermals, but they looked good. They measure and they're like, how does it feel here? How does it feel in your arm here? Is it uneven here? And so it pays very well. Our other friend Mallory does it. Malcolm Mallory Bryant does it as well. We've talked about her before on the podcast. Love Mallory. Shout out again, Mallory. But and so I'm trying on something for a company on Tuesday. I have to Google what the company is. So just to see what kind of clothes I'm going to try on. But
so I have been struggling to find clothes that are good for, two things. One, always looking for stuff for tall ladies. Two, I can't find good tops for if you have some bigger titties.
To work out in?
Struggle for you? Honestly, no. Workout tops, I feel like I can always find workout tops. But like a cute top that isn't just like a plain, basic, like fitted t-shirt, long sleeve, whatever. And I think it's partly also due to like I really just dislike what is in style currently. But even what is in style currently, even when I try to try it on or find it, I feel like nothing fits me in the chest and also fits me in the rest of my body correctly. Like I feel like everything's like a lot of high neck.
Oh, I don't do high neck
or weirdly fitted on the arms. Yeah, I feel like I cannot find a basic, cute, somewhat V-neck, somewhat scoop neck that also fits in the arms. I just feel everything's a disaster right now. Or it makes you look like a linebacker. Everything's like really weirdly square cut and where the straps hit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't look good in spaghetti straps. That's a side note. But wrap tops I love, and I don't know where they went. Like the Diane von Furstenberg. I love like a wrap, like a V-neck. And
that wraps
like
around because you got a good hourglass kind of shape. So those look good on you. But those, I don't go in at the waist. I'm just fucking struggling. All right? I'm struggling. But I put up on my story the other day, I was doing my questions. I put up the shopping and I was like, bonus if you're tall and have a rack. I am loving the responses that everybody's responding and then clarifying like, I do not have a rack though. Or I do have a rack, but I am short. So I want to give a shout out to some of the things people submitted here. Or if you have another suggestion, email the pod. We got an email now, and we're getting some emails in. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
twostandupgals@gmail.com. All right. So here's the girls with a rack submitted Okay, I'm gonna start with the rack ladies. Appreciate the
Nordstrom
details.
Rack.
Honestly, Nordstrom Rack was often mentioned.
I was gonna say, how are they?
People were mentioning.
Mhm.
Okay, short with the rack lady did say Nordstrom, Madewell, Loft. Old Navy was getting some shouts here.
Mhm.
A new rental company I have not really heard of is Armoire. Is a new one. People are giving a
Okay.
shout out. Heard that more than Rent the Runway. No one was giving that.
I've never done
White
runway.
House Black Market. A couple of the rack ladies were giving a shout too. The
Okay.
talls and the shorts. Anthropology, Loft, and J. Crew work for the racks as well. Racks, big racks, working for that.
See, I miss my New York and Company. I
Oh,
still
it does
do.
still exist. It's just online now. I think there's
Online
just not stores
hands
anymore.
challenge.
That's what I heard.
I act like
But
I don't order a bunch of stuff off Amazon, where I'm just like, "Oh, it's a challenge. I don't get to try it on." Teresa, your wardrobe is now like so many Amazon things that you just walk up the side stairs in a Whole Foods and just drop it off. But I've been pretty successful. But I know what you mean about finding like a nice comedy blouse. That's what you
the
like a nice
tops,
like top.
tops
Like,
specifically, because I try the Amazon things and I still it just doesn't look good on me. I can't figure it out. And I think Madewell is the last one I got here, and Quince and Abercrombie is a very popular one. Remy Brook and Lascana for beachy items. I was browsing this website. You would love this site, T. I think that
oh,
might be my next shot here. So
oh,
that's all for the rack ladies, and I'll post the rest on my Instagram because I don't want this to take up the whole time. But yeah, shout out. I appreciated all the women responding that had a
I love
rack.
you do have great jackets. Your jacket game, though, you posted a
Thank
recent
you.
clip on your socials. It looks phenomenal. Great. Pulled together. Love it.
Well, I'm partly in the jacket game because I can't find any fucking good shirts. So I'm just throwing a jacket over all my basic fucking shirts
You
because
know
there's
what
nothing I could do.
I lacked on vacation, like, cover-ups. Like, I brought one, but I was like, "That's too
Mm,
hot." Like, I have to say, I got, like, the sarongs to tie around my bottoms. I bought 2 sheer sarongs off Amazon for, Turks and Caicos. I got 1 flowered one that was sheer and 1 black one, and it was great because I just tied it around, like, so you couldn't see my cheddar biscuits and, on the thighs and bottom, and I was like, they were great to just walk to and from in. And I
yeah,
was
it's
like, "These
cute.
are" I almost didn't pack those. Those saved me.
They are feeling cute.
The cover-ups. I didn't have enough of those because I was sweating through those left, right, center. So, I gotta up that game a little bit. I think I gotta up that resort wear game.
Maybe we'll start doing clothing hauls where we film the video and we show how terrible fashion is and we call for somebody's got to start making better tops because I can't. I've had enough. Well, we have gotten 2 emails here. I'm very excited for 2standupgals@gmail.com. Okay,
Woohoo!
email the show. Email the show. We have a confront or not. We have a confront or not for our first
I'm
one.
just loving you email the show.
So,
Email the show. I love it.
email the
I
show.
love a question. Who's got questions? Send us your questions.
We have a
Okay,
confront or
yay.
not.
First
Okay,
confront or not. Doo doo
confront or
doo.
not. It is from a Patreon member, and I have to keep it anonymous, but shout out to you. All right. Okay. I've got to confront or not. That will be interesting to see. Full disclosure, I did confront. Okay, she decided to confront. Well, couldn't wait for us, but all right, all right, all right.
Okay.
I was watching a video on my fiance's iPad, and Apple products do this thing that when water gets dripped on them, parentheses, I was taking a bath. Oh, good for you, good for you, good for you. The iPad opened up his man friend group chat. Okay, a little
Oh.
suspicious here. I don't know if this is real. Somebody email us and say if this is a real thing. Water drops, it opens up your man's friend's group chat. Not snooping, was the water. Okay. Sure, sure, sure. All right, girl. Okay.
Seems a little
This is a
slippery.
new one.
Seems a
This is a
little
new one.
fishy. It's like I stumbled and the phone just opened up right to like the men's group chat. How did that
Yeah.
even happen?
Yeah. This is a new one, but you know what? We are on your side because you are
We
a
got you,
podcast
girl.
listener
We
and a
gotta stick
Patreon.
together. We gotta sticking together. You emailed. This is a great question.
Yes.
Whatever it
Thank
is.
you. We are honored that you emailed us. Thank you. We believe your story.
Smells like Jerry Springer, but it's
Yeah.
fine. We're right.
This is modern Seinfeld, modern Jerry Springer for sure, for sure. Okay, so the iPad opened up the man friend group chat. I saw a cutout sticker of my picture on any response from him when he is telling his login time for their Wednesday, their video game and chat day, as if I'm the reason he is late. It's sometimes work, etc., etc. And the worst part is the sticker is from our engagement announcement. It felt super disrespectful. Am I the asshole slash Karen? Okay, you know what the sticker thing is, right?
No, but what is it?
Okay, you know when you react to a text like a thumbs up, a heart,
Mhm.
whatever, whatever. You can make now custom stickers that are reaction to a text
Okay.
from like photos in your iPhone. So my brother
Uh,
does this. This is a very, I don't know if it's a popular thing amongst women. I feel like it's more a popular thing with guys. So like my brother has one that's like my nana's face. That's like a disapproving face that he sends in our group chat a
it's
lot of
really
times
funny.
for different things. Right. So it's very quick and easy to do. So clearly somebody in his group chat, they sent the engagement photo, so they have a photo of the fiance and da da da, has used her face to make a reaction photo to things. And sounds like every time he's like, oh, I'm late, they use the reaction photo of her, blaming her for him being late to their little group game night. It sounds like what's happening in here. So she sees this and is like, how disrespectful that he's allowing this to happen. Sounds like what
I
it
think
is.
it's kind of funny.
It is a little funny, but it's not funny when it's you. So
I
I
know
I
it's
fully
not. I'd be like,
understand
"Why
her.
is my face on here? Is that what you think?" He probably was busy
Yeah.
taking a shit. It's not my fault. Like he's just doing his own. He's a grown ass man. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. But she's saying like I'm not always the reason he's late. Sometimes he's
Yeah.
working late, da da da. But of course the boys, the group chat, the boys, they're like, it's the lady, isn't it? We're gonna blame the fiance. Oh man, I'm bummed we don't have the update of like how did the confrontation go?
Oh, so she just said she confronted. So she
She
was like,
did end up
confront or
confronting
not.
him.
She
Yeah.
confronted her fiance.
I mean, I don't think she's the asshole here or a Karen at all. I mean, I don't know how you don't say something when you see this. That's tough. That feels bad. That hurts. I'd be hurt too, you know?
She should just hopped on that group chat and sent a selfie of her in the be like, "Oh, you want a sticker? I'll give you the real thing. Thanks, everybody." And just like her, just like flicking them off, just like double barrels, baby. Just like her, like coming up from the water, like. "Meh." Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Also, fuck you and your video games. Like you're grown people. No, that's funny. Well, okay, she did confront. Yeah, I don't know what I would. I love how it opened up to the text. First of all, I love how that opened up. Well, good for her for confronting. Good for her. Yeah, that would be a little hurtful.
But I do kind of enjoy the doubling down. Not that I would do it, but it is a little bit like, I mean, if you want a mean one, I'll give you a mean one. Here's me
Yeah.
getting the finger. It wouldn't make the situation any better, but it's like, don't use my beautiful engagement photo, you know?
Well, first of all, I almost think that's a little kind of funny that one dude was like, I'm gonna take that they went through all the effort to make the
Yeah.
sticker from the engagement photo. I mean, it's messed up, but you're like, someone really put forth the effort to make the joke. And that's where the comic in me comes in, where I'm like, oh, they really did the backstory. But well, I'm glad she confronted him. But I mean, what is he gonna say to the group chat? Hey, can you stop using my fiance's face as the
Yeah, like,
reason
hey, I
for
got
this?
caught. She read these.
Mhm.
That's what's hard. I get it because she probably feels like you haven't been sticking up for me in this way. Though most likely what's happening in there is like everybody's getting their balls busted about their
Mhm.
girlfriends, about their wives, da da da. Because at the end of the day, being like, oh, you're late because of your fiance is a pretty harmless ball busting.
Mhm.
Things could be a lot worse,
Yeah.
right? There could,
Well,
like it doesn't sound like she went through and it's like there's really anybody saying horrible things about her. Honestly, a man's group chat I never want to see
I don't wanna there's just
because I
shit
don't. I don't
talking.
think any guy I date would ever want to see my group chat with my friends, even if there's no talk of our man's happening in there. There was tampon talk in there today. I don't think they'd ever want to read. It got a little gross in there. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's not a place for them.
It was so funny. I did a road gig last year now with, 2 comics, love them, Oscar Colazos and Lance Weiss, 2 great comics here in New York City, and they perform all over. So we went to Rhode Island, and I forgot that Oscar and Lance used to be roommates. So, like, I ran into Lance, like, a week before the show with Oscar, and Oscar is the one who booked it. And so he was like, "Maybe we should bring another comic to like open or like ride with us. Like, cause we were each doing, I think he was doing 45, I was doing 30 or something. And I was like, well, I don't know who would want to ride that
Mhm.
far each way in the car for like not a lot of money and to do 10 minutes. And then Lance was just making his way back on the scene because he didn't really do a lot during COVID. Like he kind of stayed away. But I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a show with Oscar. He goes, I'm on it. I'll go. It's fine. I was like, well, let me just ask Oscar. He goes, no, you don't have to ask Oscar. I lived with him for like 8 years. It's fine. I'm coming. I'm coming. So I was like, oh, okay. And Oscar's like,
Alright.
yeah, tell him to be there. So they busted each other's balls like the entire time in the car. I'm in the front seat. Now, given we only drove 2 blocks after we left because Oscar had to get lemons so he could make fresh lemonade. And I had to stop at the bodega to get a hot tea. And Lance was like, we haven't gone anywhere. We left and we've gone 2 blocks. And it was
Yeah.
really funny. But I was like, they talk to each other in a way and like that I would never talk to you that way. Or like Joanna, who I did the 3.5 hour
Mhm.
road trip with both ways. Like, and he's like, well, you know what? Your comedy sucks, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was just like boom, boom, boom. But it was like, that's how they talk. And I was like, man, you guys are mean, but like
Oh,
love
yeah.
each other. Like, yeah. So it was funny. It's just how they communicate.
It's a different level, for sure.
It's a different.
But
Yeah. What's
I
question
appreciate
number?
this. I don't think this is an asshole Karen thing. I understand how she felt in the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, I would
So,
look too, and I would be like, hey, why am I on your group chat? Like, why is my face on your group chat? Like, the best is when
but
you break up with someone and everyone tells you what they really think of that person.
I mean, that's brutal. We're not manifesting that to happen.
Oh, not to our friend. I remember the guy I dated a few guys ago. We all went to sing karaoke after like my headlining show. And my friends after the fact were like, yeah, he would not share the mic at karaoke. Like, we know that he's a good singer, but like he was not sharing the mic and only doing his songs.
Okay. Yeah, that's obnoxious. That's very obnoxious. I would be annoyed.
He was. And I was like, I know how he gets with karaoke. Like, he really takes it seriously. But
Oh, God.
yeah, but I'm glad you confronted. Good job on the confront. Claps.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Question.
And thank you for the email.
Thank you for emailing us. And I hope the iPad was okay with the water. I was concerned about that too.
The iPad's fine. I think all the Apple products now are waterproof.
What if she was like, hey, motherfuckers, I'm taking a naked bath. And why is my name on your fucking group chat? Like,
I mean, that might be hilarious. She sends a pic to the group chat, kind of like sexy in the bath, and being like, maybe sometimes he's late because he's getting his dick sucked because he's not an asshole like you. That'd be a hell of a comeback to the group chat. She's like,
this is when the comedy in us comes out. Like, okay, we are women first. Okay, we both felt bad, and you were like, "Oh, I feel bad." Like, like I, if it were you on the group chat, you feel bad, and the comedy comes out, and be like, "Yeah, that's right. You're not getting any of this. You just playing your Nintendo games. I don't know, whatever. Like,
you
I got
wish.
You wish. Oh, that's funny.
He's late because he makes women come. That's my fiance. Okay, sorry. Be an unhinged response. Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Alrighty. Okay. All right. We got another email here. It's just a general one. I don't think this is a confront or not. Or maybe it is. I have no idea. This just says, need an unbiased third-party point of view. Please.
Yes. Unbiased.
Okay. I don't know if you want this to be anonymous or not, so we'll just keep it anonymous.
Okay.
Hey, ladies, just want to say, love your show. I've been listening to Erica for years. Found her through a podcast with Jared Freed. Oh, what up? We love Jared.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, crack me up.
Jared.
Okay, for context, I am currently 29. My ex is 31. When we met, I was 24. He was 26. Oh boy. Okay, we immediately fell in love. We were young, and I didn't think too much about the future. We did everything together. We both loved to cook and go on the boat, so that filled a lot of our free time. Well, I mean, ain't that a dream, T? Just we go on the boat.
We are not talking about the Staten Island ferry. Okay, I feel like they were talking about a legit boat.
I mean, what a simple time. We love to cook and we go on the boat. He has a boat. Lock it down. I'd be in love
Does she
too.
have a boat? Whose family has
I
a
don't
boat?
know. Whoever has a boat, lock it down.
We are more concerned about the boat. Also, I'm laughing because I put the video from me on the speedboat on my Instagram story today, and I didn't realize how much my boobs were bouncing on that boat. And I was like, oh, yeah, it was,
Yeah.
yeah. T's
Everybody's
were,
got a big smile on the boat.
they were,
T's on the boat.
and I was legit like, woo! And I was
Yeah.
like,
Just,
oh,
you got a
Lord.
rack and you're on the boat.
Nordstrom
Okay.
rack on the boat, also where Erica's gonna buy some blouses.
Yeah.
So they're
Okay.
falling in love on the boat. Just a 24-year-old and a 26-year-old just cooking on the boat.
Yeah. We just
Continue.
love to cook and go on the boat. What, God, to be 26, you know what I mean? Okay. All right. A few other differences. All right. She did write the differences out. So we have thought about it. I love to work out / live a healthy lifestyle. He is not like this.
Is he a fat fuck?
No.
Love a
He has
fatty.
other active hobbies.
Sorry. Don't act like girls. Don't act like you haven't fucked a fat dude before, ladies. You gotta take a deep breath when he gets on top. You're like,
No, but listen to this. Listen to his active hobbies. He has other active hobbies: surfing and fishing. You have to be in good shape to surf.
I have to
Honestly,
be
it's
in
very
good
hard.
shape to surf.
Yeah. Next one. I do not like his friends or his family. Well, that's a big one. That's a big
That's
one.
a big one. I guess they're not on his family's boat.
Or it's his family's boat, and then that's really tough. You're like, I do love the boat, but not the people that are here.
Not the people I'm gonna push them overboard on the boat.
This is actually probably the biggest one here. I feel he lacks career ambition, and it has been a turnoff for me. That's brutal. That's a brutal one.
Yeah, I've dated those.
2 years later, at 26, she's now 26. I started to think about my future, my goals, etc., and felt like we were not on the same page. Looking back at old journals, etc., it is clear that as I started to see who he surrounded himself with was not what I wanted. December 2022, I broke up with him. Here we are, April 2025, and he is still someone that tries to pop up into my life. We have been doing this thing that every couple of months or so he re enters, and we end up trying to get back together. T, this is your long lost cousin. Sorry.
I was thinking that. Oh, God. Did I write this email? Was
You
this
wrote
me?
this in your sleep.
Was I wrote this? Who's my spirit animal out there? Oh gosh. Oh,
No wonder she loves the pod. She's like, I found my people.
Just like Teresa's a revolving door. Be like, oh no, letting them back in. Just
All right. I would be lying if I said I didn't think about him and hope things would work. He is a great guy who loves me so much. I love him. I always have and always will. But there is something that keeps me from fully committing. Well, here we are, and he is re entering himself. I told him that I do not want to communicate unless something has changed. He said he would like to talk. Am I just simply spinning my wheels here? I don't know how or why I keep doing this to myself. I am exhausted and annoyed of this continued cycle. I appreciate your feedback.
Okay. Here we go. Well, first of all, we were laughing at the boat, so I'm sorry that we took such a detour with that boat. It was just I loved that. Well, I think she has to realize what it is that she is looking for that she is not getting. What are these changes that she wants to have him make? Is it the ambition changes? Is that what you took from that, Erica? Because that's what I was kind of taking from that.
I mean,
so how old
that's
is
a
she
huge
now?
one.
She's 29 and he's 31.
She's 29. They originally met she was 24. So this has been going on for 5 years here. Or they broke up when she was 26, so 3. The coming back around has been going on for 3 years.
Now this is when we have to do the no contact and we've got to cut it. Because if he's not, they're just kind of hanging on to each other. And if he's not making the changes that she needs and wants in a life partner, if that's what she's looking for, or wants to get married, or wants, a serious relationship, then she's got to cut the contact with him and say like, hey, listen, unless you are, this is what I need, XYZ, unless you can do that, until you do that, I can't engage with you. I can't communicate with you. I can't have you in my life, even as a friend in that capacity. What do you think?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think he just keeps proving to her that nothing has changed. She keeps saying, I'll only get back with you unless something has changed. And she never fully gets back with him. So I'm like, so nothing has changed. So I would stop really entertaining this conversation. And, I mean, I don't think you're wrong with, like, who people surround themselves with or who they are similar to. I get it. I understand this whole email, and it's hard when, you care for people. Like, you can care for someone and know that it's not gonna be the right person for you as much as you wish it was, and as much as you also, like, love them or
Oh,
loved
yeah.
them at some point. Um, yeah, I think it would be best for you to actually cut this person. It sounds like you never really have, and that just makes
Mhm.
it harder, and it makes it easier to crack and go back to it and attempt to try.
And you're in your
Um,
20s. I mean, you have a lot of love and life to other people out there to date, and it's gonna be really hard to date somebody and be into them when you're still into somebody else, and there's still the comfortability of the other person. That you're like, "Oh, well, this person, I'm already comfortable with them." There's like, and at ease with them. But if you're ultimately not getting what you want with them, it's going to be the same conversation over and over again, the same fight that you're going to have. I experienced that with two boyfriends ago. It was the same thing. It was this, I was
mhm.
never, I care about him as a person. We got along very well. I mean, our communication was bam, 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 bam. Like it was very easy in that sense. But I was like, he has a life that I want different for my life than what his life is. Like, he's never gonna be able to give me what it is that I deserve, and it
Yeah,
takes a while. Like, I broke up with him a few times, like, it takes a while, but,
I know.
you know, it's hard. I'm sorry that you're going through this, anonymous person, but, I just yeah, you kinda gotta just cut it and stick with it for a while. And I don't think all exes can be friends. Listen, we were talking about this has been a little theme with us
Mhm.
where, I think you can be friends when you don't care anymore. When you're just like, okay. And even then, do you really want to be like buddy buddy, pals? Like unless you were like best friends before you started dating.
Even then, I just feel like it's so hard. And
Mhm.
there's something that is telling you in your gut that to not commit to it, and it's just not right or
Mhm.
not gonna work, and you have to listen to that, whatever that reason is. And I think you hold on to this hope that, like, they are going to change, they are gonna get it together, whatever that thing is that they need to do, that it's then going to work.
Mhm.
And it's hard to, like, let go of that fully and just accept that they aren't going to.
Mhm.
But, like, you've essentially held on to that thought for 3 years now, and it's like they haven't gotten it together, and unfortunately, it's never gonna be, like, the idea of a person or wanting to be with someone that is going to motivate people to make that change and actually become the person they need to be. It has to come from within, and it doesn't matter how great you are, it doesn't matter how amazing you are,
Mm.
and all of that, so you can't, like, also be beating yourself up of, like, "Why am I not good enough?" and, like, "Why don't they wanna be with me enough to just fucking get it together?" You
Mhm.
gotta just let it go, honestly, because 'cause we've also been there where, like, it feels like, "Oh, they got themselves together for, like, that other person, and why not for me?"
Mhm.
Not at all. Not at all why. Not at all the reason.
Mhm.
Um, so it sucks. And look, we're not professionals, but
No, we're
we've
not.
been where you are, and,
Yes.
we wished we let go sooner and just moved on.
Yep, still there in certain aspects. But
Yeah.
that's a really great point, Erica, that you made is that we often do this as women, like, am I not enough? I mean, I just
Mhm.
fucking went through this. Like, why not me? Am I not pretty enough? And I'm not funny enough? Am I not great enough? Am I not smart enough? Am I not all these things when it's not me? Like, I mean, it is
Mhm.
me because I'm in the scenario, but I can't make somebody want something that they don't want. And they have to want that on their own. Like, they have to wanna do that on their own. And what one of the mind games I love to play with myself is that I'm like, "Oh, they're gonna be different with the next person." No,
Uh-huh.
they're not.
Yeah, they're
They're
not.
they really are not going to be different with the next person. Everybody I've dated kinda does the same thing. They're not all of a
Mhm.
sudden making a 180. They're doing a
No.
360, which means they're spinning around doing the same thing with the that was that means, right? Yeah. And like they're
Mhm.
not all of a sudden changing and blossoming into this, species that you're like, "Oh my gosh." No, they're doing the same thing. Like I
Mhm.
remember my first boyfriend ever, like real boyfriend was when I was 27. And it was the same kind of setup. Like he was a really nice guy. He lived in the Catskills, but, like, he just couldn't like, he's missing the mark on some things. Like, didn't really have a
Mhm.
lot of motivation. I wrote a joke about him, about the landscaping business. I've talked about it on here, like but really nice guy, but, like, we broke up on our 1-year anniversary because it was just like, where is this going? Like, I don't see you necessarily moving here. I'm not moving there. Like, I want somebody that has more ambition, more drive. And he's married now, but they dated for like, I don't know, 10 years before they got married or so. Like, it was like but then you find I'm sure he's very happy. I'm happy for him, but like, you find someone that matches more of what you're into. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? Like, or just kinda more like
Yeah.
fits your speed. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've also had that thing where it's like, the guy's like, "Oh, I just, I'm not in a place to commit or I have commitment problems." And then, like, they quickly, like, do get with somebody else, and you're like, "What happened to those commitment problems?" Like, sometimes it's that where it's like, did the commitment problems go away? Did the next person like, and it's just none of it's worth dwelling on, where it's just
Yeah,
like,
and you know what? Sometimes other people are gonna put up with bullshit that you're not gonna put up with.
"Yep." Also
Like,
that.
I thought about that with someone that I liked last year. Erica, you know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And it's kind of the same thing, like, I don't want a relationship, blah, 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 like, and then got into a relationship, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not good enough to, like I'm good enough to flirt with, but not good enough to date," and I'm like, "Thank God I never dated that person." That
Yep.
would be a mess. Like, not
Mhm.
that there's anything wrong with that person, but that
No, there are
person
there is.
there yeah, there's stuff wrong.
There's a lot wrong.
There's actually a little bit.
There's a lot wrong. Yeah, yeah.
I found him physically attractive. Like, I was like, "Oh, he's" I was physically attracted to him. And
Yeah.
not that he's a bad guy, he's not, but he's not a guy that
No,
you
no,
wanna
no.
date in a relationship, like
No, you don't.
and so I'm just like, "Yeah, that other person, good luck with that." Like, more power
Yeah,
hats off. Good luck with that one.
yeah. You would be proud of him visually, you know?
I'm visually proud of you. All those pictures I
Visually,
received of you and a
quite proud.
towel at the gym. Very,
Yeah.
very visually proud of you. I
He'd be
enjoyed
someone
those.
I'd be like, "Don't look at the caption, but look at the picture." No, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Uh,
I hope we helped you with that. And also the end of your email or the end of it also shows you if you're spinning your wheels and you're doing the same thing over and over again. What is the definition of insanity, Erica?
doing the same thing
Over
and
and over
expecting
again
different
and
results.
expecting different results. So it's
Yeah,
like
you're
we have to
exhausted and
just
annoyed of this continued cycle. Yeah, you know the answer, you know?
I try Erica's real cut and dry with it. You know the answer. Next
Yeah,
up, Dr.
you
Laura
know.
Schlesinger over here. Just
Yeah,
Judge Judy. Cut it. Cut it
Dr.
now.
Lawyer. I'm Dr. Laura
I didn't
Schlesinger.
like Dr. Laura Schlesinger. I feel like she always blamed the woman. And I was like, okay, we gotta know there's two to
She's
tango
yeah,
here.
yeah, she's not so much for women's pleasure, I could tell you that, alright?
She's like, I'm Dr. Laura Schlesinger. That's DRLAURA.
Dr. Lawyer. Listen, men need 3 things, okay? Food, massages, and sex.
Don't tell him about your day. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to hear your feelings. Dr.
He doesn't
Laura Schlesinger. DRLAURA.
Dr. Lawyer, I haven't had an orgasm. Buy a vibrator, okay? Women are more complicated than men down there, and it takes a long time. Dr. Laura Schlesinger, give me a call.
My mom has books. I'm going to my parents tomorrow. My mom has books, Dr. Laura Schlesinger books,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna have to bring one back. And
I heard Dr. Lawyer in the car.
oh my
And
what
all of a
was
sudden
her
I'd be
big
like,
book?
"What?"
Oh, the name of her book is 10 Stupid Things Women Do to Mess Up Their Lives.
Shut
Well,
up.
that just doesn't scream like fucking feminism. Thanks, Dr. Laura. It's all your fault. Like, your husband yelled at you. Well, what did you do? It's all your fault. Did you not have something cooking in the crock pot? Like, this is
Oh my
why
god.
that
There's
generation is so messed up. Like, it's like people like Dr. Laura Schlesinger. Like, oh, Lord. I
there's
wonder
no
if
way
she's
Dr.
listening.
Laura did not yell at her fucking husband from time to time. There is no way that woman did not lose her shit every
Oh,
once in
I
a
bet
while.
she had a closet full of strap-ons. I bet
Yeah,
she was just fucking.
yeah. There's no way.
Sorry, that
There's no
got you.
way.
You might have to edit that out.
No,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I
she's
believe
not
it.
coming home and taking any shit from anybody. She's probably
Yeah.
like, "What did you say to me? I'm
What'd you
Dr.
say to
Laura
me?
Schlesinger. That's DRLA."
Do you know how many people listen to my show? People take advice from me.
Oh god. It's just this was how we grew up. It's just all like, oh gosh, I can't. Oh, it's so funny. That
Dr.
was
Laura
really
and
funny.
Delilah.
Hey, it's
Delilah.
Delilah. Are you shopping at the grocery store late at night by yourself? Why didn't you listen to Wind Beneath My Wings, Delilah? Also, don't forget the sugar and flour.
Yeah.
Delilah. Isn't that? That was also a little bit of sweaty balls I did in there. I love this microphone. It reminds me of, hey, sweaty balls. Hi, it's me, Anna Gas Dyer, from Saturday Night Live. I got told in one of my headshots that I look like Anna Gas Dyer, and I was like, I don't think I do, but I think it's just one of my headshots the way I looked in it. I don't know.
Do I know who that is?
She's from Saturday Night Live. She was like on the Will Ferrell generation of Saturday Night Live. Can I just say this? This might be taking a hot take that I'm kind of over Will Ferrell stupidness when he's doing award shows. When he comes out and he's
Oh
just
yeah.
like the anchor man, like we get it, but like you've got gray hair now. Like it doesn't always work that well. And so do I. I have gray hairs too. As well,
Yeah.
So that was just one side note.
No, you're good.
Because
All
that's
right.
you
We
know what
gotta
my
wrap.
pet peeve. We got to wrap,
Oh,
but I will
sorry.
tell you what my pet peeve was. On the subway ride home tonight, there was a girl sitting on her boyfriend's lap, and there was empty seats. I was like, "What?
That's just
Why
a
are we
little
sitting?
much.
Why do you have to sit on his lap?" Like, and I could tell they didn't live here. I don't think they lived here because I was like, "I think you're visiting," because I don't think any
Yeah.
real New Yorker, someone who pays taxes, has lived here for a minute, is going to be sitting on their boyfriend's lap. And they weren't
I
teenagers. Side note: would you sit on
no,
your
no.
boyfriend's lap, Erica, on the subway?
I wouldn't sit on a man's lap in many public places. That's just not my vibe.
I'm
But
afraid I'm gonna make his knee fall asleep or his leg. I'm afraid I'd crush his leg.
that's not what I'm worried about. I'm not a lap sitter, but also like New York City, it's like teenagers don't have basements here, so it almost feels like the subway is their basement.
Oh, I
Or
could
like
see that.
they're just
Making out
making
in the
out.
park.
Like yeah, New York City public is a teenager's basement. They're just doing whatever. They don't care. They're like, this is where my parents are not. So they're getting fingered on the subway. You know what I mean? That's where they're getting felt up. They're like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just be happy I'm not a mariachi band playing music in your face. Okay? Like that's I feel like that's the teenager's MO, Just be happy we're not making fun of you or playing music loudly.
How
Or
about this man?
dancing on the poles,
Mariachi
almost
band.
kicking you in the face. You know what I mean? Like where I'm kind of like, I'll take a teenager sitting on a lap. Although, yeah, I would feel the same. Where I'm like, what is this? But
What was
at the
this?
same
This is
time, at
I
least
don't
it's
think
not
I
showtime.
it's showtime. And I get mad for showtime because I'm like, am I getting kicked in the face? Like, is this
Exactly.
what's happening? Like, am I there's a lot. There's a lot happening in front of me in a very small space. Okay. I like my face. I don't want to be kicked in the nose. Okay. For you doing flips on the train. On that note,
Just a happy Easter. Stay tuned for a Patreon preview next, and we will talk to y'all next week.
bye everybody. That's Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
Yes.
DR.
Email the pod to standupgals@gmail.com.
We want more questions. Thank you.
More questions. Bye.
Bye. So back to being sad. Do you want me to start? What do you want me to do?
Well, I guess something we both have in common is we have birthdays like a week apart.
Oh, we do.
So I tend to get like the most reflective and stuff around my birthday. Where currently I've just been dealing with like, man, I feel like I blinked and I'm like, oh my God, I'm 34. And it's the first birthday in a long time that I've felt this like, holy shit. Like I do feel like a little bit of this like aging kind of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm like, oh man. And it's more feeling a pressure of like, what do I have to like show for my life at this age?
Mm-hmm.
So how's that for sad?
That's good. I mean, see.
Sorry.
Erica, grab me. It's a little hugs. Well, both my sisters, Angela and Maria, they love to. They're like, well, T, you always get worked up on your birthday. You
Yeah.
always like stress out on your birthday. What are you doing for your birthday? I was like, I like to do something nice on my birthday. I can't help it.
Yeah.
That's like, if I'm dating you, I want you to do something nice for me on my birthday, or like, but that I freak out around my birthday. I think, but I
Right.
celebrate it. Some people don't even celebrate their birthdays, Erica. Some people just are like, it's just another day. I don't believe in that. I believe we must celebrate it another day around the sun.
No,
But
I think you should do something. I
mhm,
understand, like, I'm not someone that I like doing, like, big, 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 like, crazy things, or like, huge party, da, da, da. I'm like, I usually like to do a nice dinner. I go out for a nice dinner with, like, a couple friends, like, something like that. I don't
mhm.
need, like, huge, huge party. But no, you should be doing something. You should be having a nice day, you
Yeah,
know?
do something that no, I don't want you to stress over that. I think we all do. What are we doing with our life? What are we, we get a little introspective, can get a little sad. Where am I right now in my life? Am I where I want to be? I mean, I think those are all things, but I think they're good things too to evaluate and, say, am I happy? Am
Right.
I, how am I feeling about this? Do I like where I am in my life? What makes me happy? What changes could I make in my life to make me more happy? Um, but it is hard. It's a, you know, but on the day to day basis, you have to evaluate, like, how do I feel from day to day?
Mhm.
And, you know, pray about it, be about it.
I know,
It's
I
tough
feel like
because
we're both being a little held back in this
I
moment, but,
know. Well, we were talking about this yesterday. Okay, one of the things that I've been experiencing, I've
Mhm.
just been very anxious this whole year, 2025. Just I think I've always had some anxiety. I think my last relationship caused me a lot of anxiety. I think the breakup caused me a lot of sadness that I wasn't anticipating at first for not dating
Mhm.
someone as long as it wasn't that long of a relationship. Why do I still feel sad? Why am I having a hard time getting over this person? Um, and I think it's harder the older you get, maybe not, but to put yourself out there in dating and to open yourself up to people. And when it doesn't work out, I think it hits a little harder, maybe than it did in my 20s. And I didn't date a lot in my 20s. That was the thing. And my 30s, but I think it's hard for me to get over relationships when they end. I
Mhm.
usually end up like, I get it, I make it messy, keep going back, keep going back. The ones that are like a final are hard for me to move on from. And this one has been challenging, um, because you want to put the blame for me. I want to put the blame on like myself. Like, what did I do? What did I do? There's something wrong with me.
If you'd like to hear the rest of this episode and get extra episodes every week, join the Patreon, which is patreon.com/2standupgals. Or you can also now join from the Apple Podcast app, right from your phone. You'll also get ad-free episodes of the public podcast, in addition to the extra episodes every week. So to join, go to patreon.com/2standupgals.